In Egypt, violent protests against their president Hosni Mubarak are causing chaos. Thousands of people have been injured in the demonstrations, and both protesters and policemen have been killed in the street clashes. 14 GW students were studying abroad in Egypt for the spring semester, but all of them were unharmed and moved to safer locations.
The embassy at one point had recommended and then eventually said that all non-essential government personnel should leave. And that's usually a clear sign that it's not safe to be in the country. So at that point it was not really a choice. It was, this is what we're doing, we're evacuating.
The students were evacuated one day after the embassy made the announcement. In an interview with The Hatchet, junior Ian Golden, who was studying abroad in Egypt, said, "We were constantly hearing gunshots outside and having fighter jets and helicopters flying over the apartment, and tanks driving past down on the street." Of the 14 students in Egypt, 12 were in Cairo, and 2 were in Alexandria.
Whenever something starts to happen and we start to get that feeling, you know, oh, there might be a situation here, we make contact with ISOS to open up a case file in case something has to happen.
The International SOS is a company that helps organizations manage health and security risks for international travelers.
We provide international SOS coverage for all students who study abroad, and that allows for emergency medical or political evacuation.
Although all the students were safely evacuated, this was no small task for GW's Study Abroad office.
It's pretty severe. I mean, there are things that come up with 1,500 students studying abroad in the course of a year. You have terrible things like assault that just happen no matter where you are. But on a mass scale like this is probably, in terms of things that I've had to deal with, it was probably one of the bigger incidents.
Although the crisis in Egypt still roars on, with the help of Study Abroad and ISOS, the GW students in Egypt are safe. Ian Golden also said that the feeling was definitely relief. We have all been going crazy, stuck inside with no access or communication with the outside world.
The fact that we stayed in contact with the parents and the students and with ISOS was the key to making sure that everything kept moving forward. So I think, under the circumstances, I think it went very well.
Once the students were safe, the focus of the Study Abroad office shifted to academics.
It turned very quickly from, okay, we're leaving Egypt now, today, tomorrow, day after, whatever it may be. The conversation quickly turned to, how am I going to salvage this semester?
As for students looking to study abroad in the fall,
we've had a lot of students, as you can imagine, call up and say, is this still going to happen? We're saying, as of now, we have no reason to think that it wouldn't happen in the fall, but in this case especially, but in all cases, we tell students to have a plan B.
Reporting for The Source, this is Brendan Barrick and Ki Young Yi.